What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Cjthecheesedj here, and we are back with another Warhammer video for you guys today. And today, guys, we've got another siege battle, the Vampire Coast versus the Tomb Kings. Now, we are playing as the Vampire Coast. We've got quite a little bit of an armada here, and so does my opponent. Now, you can already see the balance of power is actually in our favor already. That goes south very quickly. So, as for our army, in terms of artillery, we've got Queen Bess, we've got a mortar, we've got a carronade, we've got a vampire fleet captain of the deep who just used the spiteful shot, which gives Queen Bess a juicy 90 plus accuracy. Up in the skies on his Terrorgeist, we've got Harkon. He is unspottable at the moment. We also have two groups of zombie deck and mobs polearms on the towers, two in the battering rams. We've got a Necrofex Colossus, the Black Spot, and two groups of deck droppers, as well as three groups of depth guard, with one of them being the Regiment of Renown. Now you can see, we're going to see where Queen Bess's shot hits exactly. I'm pretty sure we've got it targeting, yeah, the Tomb Guard. Oh, look at that. That is what Spiteful Shot and Queen Bess can do to a unit. Now, in hindsight, I really should have brought a what are they called? The gunnery whites. That's what they're called, the gunnery whites, because that would have been enabled us to refuel and re-ammo Queen Bess. So right now we're sending the deck droppers in to try and take these guys off the wall so the towers stop shooting at us. My opponent, as for his forces, has Cetra on his Necrosphinx. He's also got a couple of skeleton warriors, a lot of Tomb Guard with halberds, two groups of Ustapis with the great bows, two caskets of souls, and two skeleton archers. Harkon, he's coming in. I don't know why we switched Queen Bess over to target Cetra. No idea why. But we do bring Harkon in. He's able to fire in. He does have ranged capabilities while up on his Terrorgeist, but he does start taking a little bit of damage from the Casket of Souls and the Ustapis with the Great Bows. We've got the Necrofex Colossus firing in on the Gatehouse, trying to deal the extra damage. You can see there, it's taking a bit of damage. He's a big boy. Harkon, bring him around. We are going to start firing in. We do pop another Spiteful Shot onto Queen Bess, I believe. Maybe not just yet, but you can see we're doing a pretty good chunk of damage to the units back here. We do send the deck droppers in to try and shut down these Caskets of Souls so they can stop firing for a brief second. And you can see Cetra is taking some steady damage from Harkon. We do pop a breath attack on him, dealing about 700 damage to him. Not too bad, but at this stage we are happy with leaving Luther up in the sky, just firing a couple of volleys into Cetra while the Ustapis, the Caskets of Souls, and all the bowmen are caught up with the deck droppers. But they do crumble and fade away, unfortunately. So we've still got the Queen Bess still firing in. The Caskets of Souls does switch over to Harkon, unfortunately. So at this stage we start deciding, well, do we want to engage in melee combat? He is anti-infantry, and I do believe Harkon would be able to take him on. We do bring Queen Bess to start targeting the Ustapis, but they do start firing in on Harkon, so we start switching around, start flying around, trying to duke some of these shots. And the zombie pirate deckhand mobs up on the walls are starting to take a couple of hits. And because of the carronade's firing sort of arc, we do decide to bring it forward to try and fire in on Cetra. Luther taking a bit of damage there, and Necrofex Colossus is firing in on the Gatehouse. That does pop open. Black Spot, they're going to start moving in. We have been leaving them open to the Casket of Souls, unfortunately, because we didn't have any way to really shut that down aside from the deck droppers. Probably should have just stayed in aerial combat. And we do have the... where is she? She's still at the back here. Vampire Fleet Captain is starting to move in, so are the Depth Guard as well. Carronade's coming in. Harkon is flying up ahead. In hindsight, I really shouldn't have done this. I did decide to try and shut down these Caskets of Souls so we could get all our infantry in range. We do pop a breath attack down on it, dealing a little bit of damage, about a quarter of health, but we do engage in melee here, and I really regret this decision because it's a bad call. We get no damage off the charge. We do get a juicy bite there, but Cetra does come in and get an actual flank attack on us. He gets a rear attack, so that does drop our leadership quite significantly, and it deals quite a bit of damage to us. Now, he does call back his Tomb Guards as well with the halberds, and they're going to start dealing some damage to us as well. And you can see Harkon, he's already shutting down. Cetra the Imperishal's chucked a bunch of buffs onto himself, and Blessed Blade of Petra, and, you know, just like that, Harkon is starting to crumble. We do try to pop a couple of buffs. Unfortunately, it doesn't really work out for us because he's pretty much just gone. And unfortunately, Luther Harkon does go down. Didn't even get to shut down any of the Caskets of Souls, which was a real damn shame. Carronade is here. I do believe it is firing in on Cetra, but it's not going to last much longer. The Caskets of Souls, they do a lot of damage. I didn't realize they did so much damage. So the Vampire Fleet Captain is coming in, trying to come around in on the reverse here. She's only got a couple of spills: Vargeist, Revenge, Tide Call, I believe. And I think that's it. And, oh yeah, Enfeebling Foe, Fog of the Damned, Denizens of the Deep, and Spiteful Shot. So Queen Bess, she's still back here. She's still firing away. She just ran out of ammo. Mortars are moving up as well to fire in. Should have brought a gunnery right to just keep back there. And, oh, here it comes. Vargeist's Revenge firing away. We actually miss the entire shot because my opponent does manage to move his forces forward. So the Ustapis with Great Bow are still here, still firing away. We do try to move the Depth Guard in, but with this Casket of Souls, they just shut down our movements so effectively. Necrofix Colossus is coming in. Look at the chunk of damage it just did to all our Depth Guard. Huge amounts of damage in there. Look, another volley coming in as well. So we're not looking too hot. We try to get the Rotten Prometheans summoned in. I was trying to get them summoned in at the back here to shut down the Caskets of Souls, but I just could not get them forward enough. Necrofix Colossus manages to shut down that last little bit, and the Casket of Souls is still firing in on our Depth Guard. And just like that, the tide of the battle has turned drastically. We do try to get our Necrofix Colossus firing in on the Caskets of Souls. Things aren't looking too hot. A lot of our forces are crumbling. The Black Spot are here. I do believe they managed to get a volley or two off. Maybe not. Maybe that's just my imagination. But look, you can already see the Depth Guard have been shut down. This forward group are pretty much gone. The Zombie Pirate Deckhand mobs are pretty much gone. And just like that, the Depth Guard are gone. Like, here we go. The Black Spot are firing in, but it's a little bit too late. The balance of power is slowly shifting over to my opponent. These guys are starting to crumble. The Unsef's Incantation of Desiccation goes down. And these Depth Guard are also taking a bit of damage from the Casket of Souls. Sorry, Zombie Pirate Gunnery mob. We do bring our Black Spot forward to try and deal some damage, because right now we can't do anything because the Casket of Souls are just trying to destroy us. We do switch the Necrofex onto Cetra. I was tossing up between bringing this guy or the Gallows Giant. I did decide to go with him because of his range. In hindsight, I think if I brought the Necrofex Colossus, we probably would have shut things down a lot quicker. But you can see the damage from the Casket of Souls. They're just destroying us massively. And he's managed to form up this line where our infantry are caught up with his infantry and his ranged units are just able to destroy us. Even the Necrofex Colossus isn't going to hold up. We do have the Vampire Fleet Captain. She's got nothing though. In hindsight, maybe I should have brought like a Nehekaran one of like life, so we could have gotten Nehek, the Invocation of Nehek. But yeah, things aren't looking too hot for us at the moment. We do summon a Zombie Pirate Deckhand mob. They're not going to really do much. Necrofex Colossus, he's starting to crumble. Things aren't looking really good. Cetra is still on full health. He's taking cover behind there to avoid the missile fire. So it's pretty much GG for us. I thought if we could shut down Cetra, we could probably inflict the infantry penalty. And you see the Ustapi over shutting down the rest of this mortar. So, and just like that, the Necrofex Colossus, he collapses. Our Vampire Fleet Captain of the Deep, she's about to start crumbling as well. So we've got really not much of an army. So it was a bit of a bummer, this one. We were looking pretty hot at the beginning, and then things just went all to shit because we couldn't shut down the Casket of Souls, unfortunately. But it is what it is. The Vampire Fleet Captain, she's coming in with the Queen Bess Mortar crew. They're not going to do much. Look at them. They can't even walk in a bloody straight line. So, and like the Tomb Guard with the Halberds are easily going to be able to fight us off, without a doubt. We do pop Fog of the Damned? No, that's Usef's Incantation. I'm pretty sure we do pop Fog of the Damned down here. But, you know, too little, too late. So there's not really much we can do here. And, yeah, there you go. You can see there we do pop Fog of the Damned. Cetra manages to get out of it. I think if we actually had Cetra in that bubble, we would have been able to take him. Because we do manage to deal quite a bit of damage to him here, but it's not going to be enough. You know, the only reason the balance of power is looking that good is because we still have the Queen Bess Mortar team. That's literally it. So, yeah, I think if we managed to get Cetra in here, we might have had a better chance. But at this present time, we definitely don't have much of a chance now. We're kind of caught in a corner. Cetra's got that entire infantry and a Vampire Fleet Captain. She ain't looking too hot. You can't even bloody see her because there's a giant-ass tent in the way. So we do pop a couple of spells to try and deal some damage, weaken his armor, weaken his melee attack. But, yeah. It's pretty much GG for us at this stage. Oh, look, the tent finally went down. And, yeah, Vampire Fleet Captain, she drops to the ground. And just like that, guys, the match is over. So, a bit of a stuff-up on my part. We shouldn't have sent Luther in so early. And I probably should have brought a Gunnery Wight. I think a Gunnery Wight would have changed the tide of the battle for sure. Look at the kills on the Caskets of Souls. They dealt so much damage. It sucks that we couldn't shut them down as effectively. But unfortunately, guys, that's it. So, guys, thanks very much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed that one. If you did, don't forget to leave a like. Subscribe down below for more. But other than that, guys, I will catch you in the next one.